The Chicago Bulls have been busy today. They just traded for Jaden Ivey, and a few moments ago, we just learned that Vooch was traded to Boston for Anfernee Simons. What does it mean for the Bulls? Are they going to keep him? We'll talk about it. What is going on, Bulls Nation? So the Bulls have been busy, and I gotta give credit to AK. I might need a separate video for that because this trade deadline has been, or should I say, this year has so far up to this point. I don't know what's going to happen in the next 36 hours, but AK has done a pretty good job of managing his assets, not letting those expiring just expire, basically turning them to assets. I firmly believe something is going to happen. Something should. I mean, currently as we sit, we have like 7 guards. They're pretty good guards, to be quite honest with you. And there's teams who needed these players. And if the Bulls, and so far, AK has played it right. A lot of teams are going to benefit from our surplus of guards. If anyone plays fantasy football, we are like the team who hoards those running backs. Like the first pick is a running back, and then you're wondering, like, fifth pick is still a running back, and now you're forced to trade with that guy because he has all the running backs. That's how it feels when it comes to the Bulls. With that being said, how do I feel about the Vooch to Simons trade? I actually do like it because I feel like even if the Bulls just ends up with 4 guards, which is not impossible if we're talking about the Bulls. Let's say the Bulls end up with Josh Giddey, Trey Jones, Simons, Ivy. And let's assume that they did trade Ayo, and I'm hoping that if they are going to trade Ayo, keep in mind, I don't want Ayo to be traded. If they are going to trade Ayo, I hope it's for a first rounder. I hope an unprotected first is included. With that being said, I wouldn't be mad at that because they're all expiring. Simons is expiring, or Simons is expiring. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Simons. He's expiring. Jaden Ivey is expiring. So those guys, if things doesn't work out, they can easily cut him. Now, if I have a choice, I would probably keep Ivy because he's still young, and I would say he'll come in relatively cheap. The best player in here is Anfernee. I'm just gonna call him Anfernee. But I don't know I don't know how much he would cost. I can't gauge how much his market is. He's currently making 27. Guards like him doesn't make 27 anymore. Him, Kobe, the guy from the Nets, like this small archetype of guards, you don't want to overpay for them anymore. Thomas, I think, Cam Thomas, so I can't gauge, but with that being said, he could be valuable to some other team. Let's say a team who needs a guard, like the Mavericks. Would they entertain him, or would they entertain Ivy? Like, I don't. Those guys are interchangeable to me. Like, if somebody is gonna overpay for Ivy, go ahead. If you want Ivy for picks, go ahead. I'll give it to you. Or if they can become a part of a larger package, then so be it. But the Bulls are not done. Make no mistake about it. I don't mind keeping him. I honestly don't see him staying with the Bulls. That's why I want to put out this video right away. But if he stays for a reasonable contract, now if you're the Bulls and you're going to keep him, like no one took him, right? I can let him expire, or I can offer him maybe 12, 15. I don't know if he's going to take it. Is another team going to pay him more than that? That's the same mentality I have with Ivy. Like, I'll pay you 12 to 15, maybe more in the 12 range. If you want to walk, I still have Giddey, Trey Jones, and hopefully Ayo Dosunmu. I think somebody's going to pick up Kobe, somebody like Houston or Minnesota, some team like that. I feel like, they're gone. I hope if you make me choose between Ivy, Simons, and Ayo, I'd want to pick Ayo. Honestly, I as much promise as I feel like I have with Ivy, because he reminds me, he's very explosive. I think he still is, even after the injury. He's still young. If we can keep him pretty cheap, that's the problem with Kobe. Like I like Kobe as well, but he's looking for a payday, and you just don't pay guys like that anymore. So, but I fully expect him, Kobe, hopefully not Io, and maybe even Ivy to an extent to be gone. I can see them keeping Ivy. I can see them keeping Ivy, Trey Jones, Giddy, of course, and Io. Like Io, you can even convince me that he's a 3, but he's pretty small for that. But I am pretty happy with this trade, and I'm gonna make another video. Like I said, separate video as far as the job that AK did in this trade deadline, and it's not even over yet, so I can't give a complete grade. But so far, so good. I forgot about Mike Conley. He's gonna be traded too. But let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this trade? Do you want us to keep Anfernee here? I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.